It turned out so good. I'll show you everything at night when it's dark, but it turned out so good. So now I think I want to get started with this. I'm actually gonna go back in and grab the lights and clean up maybe a little bit more out here. I brought the blower and that out to just clean it all, make sure there's no leaves on it. But we need to get the lights for the trees, and then also to all the like figures, like Mrs. Claus. We'll be able to see all of that from the front porch. So I got all of my little figures out here, and see how cute they're gonna be, like just clustered together right here between the trees. I know the trees are very hard to see because they're brown like metal, if that makes sense, but see them, can you kind of see a little bit more? They're three-dimensional and they just kind of like spread out together. So like I said earlier, we're just gonna wrap the strings like all through here to show the shape, not really so much the inside but just like the outside. I have seen really expensive ones like this online. I got these at Round Top from a vendor and it was so cool. Oh, little black cat. I also cannot find the stakes for them to go into the ground, like for my figures, because in the back you can see there's like a PVC, like a metal PVC pipe that you hammer into the ground, and then this is how you hold it up. It's really cool. All this is like hand painted, and they like customized it with our names on them. But see how cute they are? I just love them. Like, I just think they're so cute. And see with like the little gingerbread, I've never noticed the gingerbread on there, but obviously gingerbread is very much a theme. So usually what I do is I do this in the center, and then I do I do Mrs. Claus over here because their eyes need to look at each other, otherwise they're looking away. Mrs. Claus goes here, and then Santa goes here, and then the bag goes in the front, so it's like a diamond shape, if that makes sense. And I would do that in between the trees. I guess you can see them a little bit better from this angle, but I got everything out here. This is the lights that I got, which I think I got maybe a little bit too much, but I think they're 2 strands connected. Everything's like 50% off right now at Target, so I snagged them. So I think I paid $5 for this mini light. So I got one for each of the trees, and then this is the twinkling. Yes, twinkling. Make sure they say twinkling for the stars on the top. They're all green, and then I did bring in a hammer because I'm going to try and stake these in a little bit more. If I can't do it, I might have to have my husband help me. I'm really worried that we lost the stakes. I mean, I can get new ones. That's not a big deal. But I really want to do this today, so I'm hoping I can find them.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane.
So I got one tree done. So this is one tree done. I was trying to wrap it, and I think that probably would have gone a little bit faster, but my patience was wearing thin. I don't know if you can see all of these zip ties. I kept them on here so you could see. I'm going to cut all the tails off. But what I did is I kind of swooped it through here like I wanted to give the outline, but then I zip tied it. See if I can get that to focus. I zip tied it on here. So all of these little tails are zip ties. I'm gonna cut it off. This one probably took me half hour to an hour. I can't imagine what these are gonna take. I tried calling my husband. He still hasn't gotten back to me about the posts. But let's keep going and try and get these done. all wrapped, as you can see. The amount of zip ties that I used is insane, is literally insane. And I didn't end up doing separate lights, like the twinkle lights for up here. I just wrapped them because this would need like 25 lights. Like you didn't really need much, but you can kind of see how I zip tied them through here. Blakely is being a little gymnast. We got everything cleaned up, but I think we're gonna have to wait now for the rest because I'm missing the stakes for my little Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus. Hi! You can see her. Yeah, she's so proud. So I need to have the stakes to be able to get these into the ground. They're essentially going to go right here. So Jason already said he'll go to the store for me tomorrow and get new ones. I'll give you guys a little clip here when I'm done talking of what it looks like at night. But you can see like the lights I kept on for those I'll get on to like the routine of when my string lights turn on, when all this turns on. We'll come out here and see it at night when it's like all dark, but then we're gonna have to stay tuned and keep going with this to finish up all right here. I just got done with the trees and it's literally taken me all day to work on this. It has been so hard, but just unwrapping trees and that is a lot of work. I want to show you guys this one. I think I need to maybe break up some of the other ones because this is like the only thing on this side. But then on this side was the trees that we did. Jason already said that he can just go to Home Depot and get me more of those like PVC. They're not PVC. Why do I keep saying that? They're galvanized pipes. They're like skinny galvanized pipes for like Mrs. Claus and Santa and the bag and everything that's going to go right here. I wrapped these trees, but I'm kind of thinking I shouldn't have wrapped these trees and I should have wrapped some of the trees that don't have stuff by them. So maybe like that tree, some of these trees, like that tree. I did this one in the back, which is what made me kind of think of it. But look at how cute these are. And then all the trees that are wrapped are twinkling. So I just think that's a cute little touch. And then I'll bring you guys up by the front door. See, I have the star shower on and it just adds like a little something on the house. I've always liked these because literally you could do nothing to your house and these are so great. I have mine pretty far away because the house is so long. I mean, to do like this, it never comes off its size on camera. It looks like a little cottage, like a tiny little cottage. She's a big girl, but you can kind of see like the lights on here. It's not quite dark enough, but see how like this just adds like a tiny bit. I would love to wrap them more and get more of them. Right now, these are only $1.50 from Target, and I love how warm the lights are. I need to actually see how much cooler this is compared to can you see the difference now? These are the Walmart twinkling warm lights, and those are the Target, and these are the Walmart twinkling warm lights. And you can definitely see the difference. It's coming off more yellow and this is more golden. It's more white in person, like kind of more, it's not warm enough for me. So I need to redo that one. But I wrapped that one and now you can kind of see the stars. But look at how cute this turned out. I did take the fairy lights off just because I had more lights that I could just wrap on here and then they just turn on every day. I thought about even putting some fairy lights in here, like on the garland. I should turn on the coach lights because they're so pretty. But isn't this so nice? And I still have one more garland. So I might actually have to use it for the fireplace because I set the garland up there and it ain't working. She's gonna have to find a new home. But this, I don't have a Christmas wreath right now, so I'll just use these. This is actually an outdoor wreath or an outdoor ribbon. These are from Walmart. I buy them on clearance every year, but they're super inexpensive. I have a ton of them, but I just love this little tartan print. It's so fun. Look at what Jason finished for me. I am so excited. Okay, I will tell you a little thing though. I added a few more trees to get wrapped. So here, I'm gonna show you guys everything because it turned out so good. And literally, it was the easiest thing. And I get compliments now every night. It's been up for a couple nights. I really wanted to make sure like my plan worked and I could explain it all to you. But all of my neighbors stop by all the time. I show you everything. It looks so good. I even turned on just the 2 coach lights here to have like the front porch. You guys saw that yesterday. It turned out so good. For year 1, I'm loving it. Okay, these trees are amazing. So I'll break it down. So this is the large one and the small one, and this is the medium. This is kind of how I like to do it. And you can see I had a little bit extras, and I just like carried it through here. I mean, nobody walks up here. And two, if I would hate to have one break, but if that happened, like you just pop out and get a new one and try and get the glass. Like no one, I promise you, no one's walking out here barefoot. And even like the deer, they have not come up here. Like they usually don't come up like in my front yard like that. They usually like will come through here or come through. You can see like how dark my neighborhood is. Everybody's been starting to put up like a little bit of light. It's been really nice, but I love this. This is like classic Christmas. I did take the wrapping off of this tree, and this big, I mean, she is a big gal. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, she is it's a water oak. So I did, like I said, the large one, the small one, and the medium one. And the reason why I like that is because it kind of gives, I don't know, I feel like there's a more dramatic effect from the large to the small, and then the medium can like hold its own, if that makes sense. I know that's kind of silly, but, and two, I think it would be really fun to wrap the stars. This is maybe a little better angle that you can kind of see the stars. I think that would be fun if even they were wrapped in red or a twinkling light. This year I didn't know how to do that. And then for here, like I said, this is what I was talking about earlier, and I kept saying PVC, and it's galvanized. It's just like a galvanized pipe. And what he did is he cut them for me. And you can have, I think, like a cutter, easy. We have like saws that have a blade, or we get a blade or whatever. Treason has the tools. I don't think it's any crazy tool to have, but see, they just slide on here. And they're a decent amount in the ground, but it just holds them secure. You can also have a little bit more to stand it up. We ended up, I think, only needing one or two. Let me show you. I think we needed two, and we were able to do all of these, but I'll kind of show you the back here so you can see. But see how they and we just hammer them into the ground. Like it's not, as I said, like it wasn't going to be that big of a deal. You have to be careful though when you do it that you don't scratch it when you put them in, because when you hammer them, you know, it kind of makes them rougher and they kind of bend out a little bit. So be cautious. I will need to treat that a little bit so it doesn't like rot, because these are plywood, so they are still wood. But it turned out so cute. I just love it. And two, the reason, like I said, that I didn't wrap, or I took all the trees that I wrapped kind of like these, I took those off because it was like taking away from this. This I wanted like its whole moment. Now do you guys know, do you understand why I was doing this like flower bed, not flower bed, and I was trying to get the shape right? It's really hard, but I love this. Okay, let me take you around to some of these. So over here, I love this guy. Okay, so this is the one that I was telling you I thrifted from a couple in Minnesota. They're from Minnesota, but they live here. We just happen to get to talking. You guys know me and my chattiness, but isn't that adorable? She is vintage. She is an old girly. If you saw the box that it came in, and it's really simple. It's like a little kickstand, like the cords, like they had it in a little baggie. It was adorable. They said they had this in Minnesota too. And they've put new lights on it, and it's been working great. But I just think it's adorable. So I love that. I was going to wrap these, but again, I didn't want it to take away from this. And I felt like this was already a lot going on, and I wanted a twinkling situation. So I was buying a more twinkling lights, but it just got to be like too chaotic. Does that make sense? So I did more solid color, and these are just one strand each. Like I think they're $3 a box or something. I will link them. They're really affordable. If you want Christmas decorations, but you don't know where to start, or you're like me and you're starting off in a new house and everything is starting from scratch, this is an affordable way. I mean, we have a ton of trees in the front yard. I didn't do all of them, as you can see, but I did the ones that you see when you drive by. And you can see I have an extension cord here. I will try and show you guys the cords through here to understand my madness, but I just have an extension cord, and I did them one per each, but I just wrapped the tree, and then and the ends I just kind of like tucked it under, so like the cord went into here, and I just tucked it under. Easy. And then I still wanted some twinkling, so I wanted 2 twinkling on each side. So I considered that a twinkling, and then this one twinkles. Can you kind of see that? And then these got their own, but like I have a ton of trees like all through here. I know it's really hard to see at night. But I put like these, you can see each tree has their own strand of light. And see how I did, this is a skinnier tree, so I was able to wrap it more, and I also did them tighter together, where this is a fatter tree, fatter, older, old wise one. So I really spaced out like the strand, and it made it cute. I wanted the heights to be kind of similar. But yeah, I connected these two lights and then plugged them into another extension cord. And let me try and explain my extension cord situation. So that extension cord goes to a splitter, and this is all outdoor. I have one that's on outdoor over there. Do not do that, because we had it rain and it literally like hit the breaker and turned everything off. Make sure all of your stuff is outdoor. And I shop around online for who has the best prices, because extension cords are expensive, you guys. So I will put the extension cords that I buy and also to the splitters. If I can show you in a brighter area, I will show you which ones I bought, but I got them literally, the lights are from Target, the cords in that are from Walmart. I will link my exact ones down below, and they're wonderful and they're affordable. Like I said, like you can go to Home Depot and they're like $30 to $50 for a 50-foot cord. Where these, I think, were $8 and $9. And my husband's an industrial electrician, and he's like, they're fine. They're going to work fine. That's their shop light. I know that's probably was distracting for you guys, but I have that tree comes over here, and it's on a splitter. Let's see if I can't show it to you. So see, it has a 3-way split. Everything, like I said, is rated for outdoors, and the ones that are not being used have these little covers. So that's why I kind of like those. It doesn't need a cover. I mean, that one's exposed and it's fine because it's all rated for outdoors. I'm relaying what my husband, the electrician, said. Do your own research, see what's going to work best for you. But yeah, you can see like the white cord is for the twinkling tree, and then this is the extension cord from that tree, and then that plugs into another extension cord that goes here. And then this cord has these cords go here, again another splitter, which then goes to that cord, and that cord to onto the front porch. Okay, or it might go over there to an outlet. I can't quite remember. That's the only twinkling one, but I had a twinkling situation here and another twinkling situation over here. And the reason why I like them spread apart like that is because it kind of draws the eye back. So for scale, for layout, for design, I want you to see like the layers and the depths of the trees, if that makes sense. So like when you're driving by and you're looking at it, like you're getting like something that's like pulling your eye to the back to then be able to see more at once. Does that make sense? I know Jeannie's a little crazy. I'm very aware of the situation here. Okay, and then this is the situation that we have over here. So this Christmas tree, the little one, you can see wraps the excess and it rings over here, which then connects to this. This has its own cord. No, I lied. I already said this wrong. This then trails over here. Yep, to the little tree. The little tree then has a cord from the little tree, extension cord, from the little tree to the big tree, which you can then see a split. This is a better way to see them probably. And this is a different one that I had, but also from Walmart. I ordered 2 different ones to see what I liked, but they're outdoor rated, as you can tell. And so this extension cord from that tree, as you can see there, kind of comes here, and it connects all of this together. You could also do, like if you have a display like this, I normally do a spotlight, but because of the trees now, I didn't need to do the spotlight, and it all lit up really nice, as you guys saw. But then I have this cord connect to this. This is not the best way of doing things. My husband is not happy with all this, but it's really tricky to do this. So then I have no twinkling situation over here, and I have a twinkling situation over here. And then again, drawing the eye back, I have another twinkling one here. And then I have this tree wrapped, this tree wrapped, this tree wrapped. And then I have this tree coming to here. And see, there's a lot more trees. It's pitch black. Who's seeing this? Nobody's seeing this, Jeannie. I have more trees back here that I didn't wrap. And I have trees back here, which is real dark that you guys can't see. I have more trees back there we could wrap. But it's not about getting every little thing. It's getting the ones to where they're not on top of each other. So like if you're looking from the front here, that isn't coming to here. Like this is spread right from here. So you can see all these trees at once. You just kind of got to play with it. I did a couple at a time. Remember you guys saw, like I started with that one and that kind of like took fire, right? Like that's what set me apart, and I like wanted to do all these different trees, but I kind of selected which ones I wanted, and I just like ordered 10 boxes, you know, and just said, okay, this is what I got. This is what I want to do. And then this cord goes up to the front. And then, like I said, all of that is connected to one cord and then comes in here, because then I have my star shower also on a splitter. And then this tree. So all of this, you can see kind of the cord here. It comes here and then has a splitter, connects to that star shower, and then also runs up front because we have outlets on the front porch. So kind of fun, right? And then the star shower. I have had a star shower before and I loved it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the color. To be honest, why don't they make this in white? I want the star shower brand and I wanted to do all these things, but in white. Can we do white lights? Can we do twinkles? Because I will put pixie dust. I will call it pixie dust to have it all over my house. I think that would just be amazing. This just turned out so good. And I know these coach lights are so bright, but it's so dark out here. So it gives me some lighting to work with, but it's so pretty. If you guys saw yesterday's video, you guys have already seen all this, and if you haven't seen yesterday's video, I will link it down below. It was Vlogmas, I think day 7. And I worked on this and we had very few things to work with. All of this is super affordable. And also too, if you follow me on LTK, all the things are on there. And I explained too, like I do not like these lights. I will, after Christmas is over, I need to order. They've been out of stock because Target just had like their big sales and Black Friday and everything. So things are slowly coming back in stock, but I would just need to order one more of the twinkling, because can you see that glow? Like a white yellow, but it's like greenish. It's not good. These are the Target lights. Those are the ones that I link. All of these are Target lights. They're so much better. So much better. If you like the warm incandescent, light, these are warm, but not that warm. And the twinkle, I don't like the twinkle as much. I know it's silly, but these are way better. And it's to all of the same on these. But I'll bring you guys out front, walk you through you guys one more time at the end of this video. But if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor and give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he